Sports. And this one features Josh Jacobs. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Chargers on Thursday night primetime.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're near the end zone.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 79 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected.
And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their... And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. A handoff. Swift running to the left. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You look at this Raiders defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Herbert. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum, because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Raiders at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have come it back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there is not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. More from L.A. in a moment. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They go with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete to Johnston here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 13 yards remaining on second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down. 7. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first and 10, Herbert. Open man is Palmer. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert off of play action. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their
touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Rowland up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kicking out here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. And now they'll shift things around. They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Shoves him aside. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Swift will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Gomez. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jacobs again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know a defensive...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. run. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
It's complete to Robinson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Herbert back to the air. Throw right side is into the hands of his...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Again, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Riley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Raiders! A big play there. 53 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Herbert on first down now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, it's Herbert. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That is caught. Touchdown. Great effort there. 34 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Herbert throwing again. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was thanks
The past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my wrath. Did you ever fit in? I clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going. I'm